Hey guys, MadScientist here, and today I am back for episode number 3 of r/slash Big Bang Revenge, where this is just an absolute short show of a subreddit. It's I would not even say this is a subreddit. This is just a bunch of people trying to get a subreddit off the ground, and it failed miserably, and now they're trying to do it again, and now most likely they've just left it to rot, and I'm just here picking up the pieces. Anyways, here's today's story. It's a cross post, because of course I could get through this without having to have at least one cross post. So let's get into it. Friend, my brother's life, lose literally everything. This is my first Reddit post at all. Please forgive me for any mistakes within it. I'll edit them out ASAP, especially if they break any rule that I didn't quite read fully or something like that. I'm posting it in nuclear just to be safe. However, there's a chance this could get cross-posted to the Supernova Revenge subreddit. However, I'm not quite sure if this qualifies as Supernova yet. This person had the foresight to think it might get qualified for Supernova. That's nice. Background. I have, and always will be, intensely protective over my family. If I can prevent them from seeing harm, I will at practically all costs. Especially my brother, who happens to have OCD and has been the kindest brother I could have possibly asked for. Even though I just started my junior year of high school, I had been practicing card cheating since 5th grade. It was to the level even if you thought I was cheating. The slights were so hard to see, you couldn't see them while looking for them, even though my shuffling intentionally looked quite sloppy. The friends I had at the table were, 3 of them, for this incident knew I had this skill and played with me anyway. They're probably playing with me now as you read this, knowing my life. I grew up in a neighborhood where basically believed that any disability warranted your death, and that any kid with a mental disorder doesn't deserve to exist. So naturally, my brother was targeted quite often with hate and threats about his OCD. Wow, okay, we're already off to a good start. No, all of this happened in one day. I found everything out that morning, began planning, and it fell into place that night. To my surprise, thanks to one of the 3 friends that sat at my table with me, I found out that someone was threatening to murder my brother for having OCD. When I found out this person was going to play cards with us that afternoon, everything fell into place. He didn't know he was about to play cards with the most protective brother he'll ever see, and probably his last. The revenge. Later that night, 2 of the friends who weren't yet in on it noticed something odd. I nearly immediately sat in the dealer seat, which usually meant I was about to be sneaky. Which I was. I said, "Playing for cash, are we?" To which the man we'll call X said he'd love to. I knew he'd fall for it, since I always knew he was quite well off due to some digging I did before the night began. Then we began to play. My friends began to notice that neither of them were losing, and that the man opposite the table was losing. My plan was showing itself. I was cheating the guy hard. He wouldn't stop either, because I did the easiest trick in the book, making him have a really strong hand to think he had a shot, when in reality I'd forced a far better hand on one of my friends. In total, he lost around 300k. 100k to each of my friends individually. Turns out, this was his entire savings, and he actually paid up, which I definitely had not anticipated. And naturally, when you pay your entire savings to some random kids, you lose some stuff. And boy, did this guy lose some stuff. Note, I wasn't actually paying, even though I was dealing the cards. Me and my friends played against each other and not the dealer, so the dealer was only dealing and not playing, therefore I never saw a cent of that money. Didn't want to either. Friends deserve it after keeping that facade up for just long enough for him to lose what he did. I found out after that when X's wife noticed he had no money left, she left him. Apparently she was a gold digger and only married him to have money. He had no more money, so his job had to just barely pay for bills and food, which then stopped as he took up alcohol after hitting a huge depression. His job fired him for showing up to work completely short-faced, and he lost his house, his car, and every single belonging he had that he had filed under a financing agreement. He was now homeless, alone, depressed, and alcoholic. When winter came, he apparently didn't fare so well against the cold, especially after getting soaked by a splash from a car driving by, and eventually froze to death on the streets. I let my friends keep the money and treat themselves with it. The one that got the guy to the table especially deserved it, since he made the entire master plan fall into place. Honestly, I believe that this was only a tale of my execution of his master plan. As I said, I would protect my family at all costs. Didn't say who had to pay those costs, did they? Also, it's 4:30 AM as I'm posting this. For those commenters that appear right after I post, I probably can't reply for a good bit. Sorry for that inconvenience. Eep! Hey! Up! Oh my gosh. He actually paid up 300k, which was all his savings. Wow. How could you be so dense? Like, hello? Brain, are you up there? Oh, wow. That is a lot of money gone in one game. Anyways, links will be in the description to my main channel and also the second channel, along with links on the screen to the playlist and the last episode. Don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so you know when the next video comes out. A ding, ding. And Mad Scientist out.